Hey Boat Dragons, welcome back to my channel. Glad you could be here. It is time for my May wrap-up video, so hang in there. Here we go. So I realize that this is the middle of June and I have not given you my May wrap-up yet, but I'm going to do that now, and I also want to throw in some other randomness. I'm going to talk about how my month of June is going as far as reading goes. I'm going to share with you some stuff at the end for videos you can expect from me in the near future that I think are going to be a lot of fun. So stick around, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's go. So May was a pretty productive month for me, not quite nearly as productive as April, but it was still good. And I read some awesome books, just fantastic reads. So let's get right to it. I wanted to start off this video talking about Jade City. By far my favorite read of the month of May 2021. Man alive, Jade City was a really fun romp. And I went back and forth on whether or not to give a full book review for it, and I may at some point, and I'm toying with some other ideas on that too, so we'll talk more about that later. But I really enjoyed the mafia style setting in a world that is heavily influenced by Asian culture. It was a really cool mashup. So if you like mafia movies, gangster movies, like The Untouchables, and like the Godfather movies, which I still have not seen, by the way. I know, I need to watch them, especially now that I read Jade City, and it's been compared so much to the Godfather movies. I just really need to watch the Godfather movies. But if you like movies like that, like The Sopranos and stuff like that, and you like magic, a really cool magic system, Jade City is probably definitely for you. The people who have the ability to wear jade without going completely crazy. It really all depends on your bloodline. If you can handle jade, if you can tolerate jade, then you can do some amazing things with jade. And jade in the real world is highly praised in Asian culture, and so the author took it one step further and gave it literal physical powers. So I just thought it was a fantastic read. The action scenes were great. The character moments were great. I really enjoyed Hilo and Andon and Lan. All the characters in the story were really good and had just such amazing arcs that I want to see more of and hear more about this world. So I will be continuing on with the series at some point. I did give it 4 out of 5 stars. Just a fantastic read. So I highly recommend it. And I guess I just gave you my book review. So let's move on. So the next book I read was Sandman Volume 6, Fables and Reflections. And I'm just loving my ride through the world of Sandman. And we're starting to get more and more information about the Netflix adaptation for Sandman. So I'm just really excited about this. And he's announced the next series of Audible adaptations for the audio dramatization of Sandman. I guess it's probably going to be covering the next 3 volumes in the Sandman saga. So the first one was really good. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just really enjoying everything about Sandman. Neil Gaiman, proves once again, as if it needed proving, that he's just a genius. So, I'm leaving it right there. Pick up Sandman, read it. You need it. Do it now. I won't wait, but go get yourself, do yourself a favor and read Sandman, okay? The next book I read was Obelisk Gate. It is the second book in the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. And this again is just a solid read. It was a real toss-up for me which one between Jade City and The Obelisk Gate I liked better. They're two completely different novels, but they're just both so good. And The Obelisk Gate is an excellent book. It just leaves me wanting more for the final book, and I'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But it's definitely a series that I highly recommend that you check out. If the third book is as good as the first two books in the series, oh, I can't hardly wait to finish this story. And the final book I read in May was The Art of Living by Thich Nhat Hanh. I am really very invested in Taoist philosophy and Zen philosophy. I think it has a lot to enrich my life and the lives of others, and this book was just a really great read. I listened to it on Audible, and just his perspectives on the tenets of Zen and our place in the world and how we interact with other people, based on the fact that we are all connected and we're all essentially part of one universal consciousness, just blew my mind. If you're open-minded and you want to read a really good book that can really give you some good nuggets to take away for your everyday life and your daily practices, whether it be meditation, mindfulness, things like that, The Art of Living by Thich Nhat Hanh is fantastic. So that was my month of May. I had an absolute blast. I got off to a little bit slower start in June. I did start the month of June off right away, picking up Wizard and Glass by Stephen King, which is book 4 of the Dark Tower series. I'm extremely excited about this series. It just keeps on getting better, and while I really enjoyed the book, I don't know if I burned myself out the last 2 months just going so gung-ho, but I've kind of been in a reading slump for June. So far, I've only gotten about 30% through Wizard and Glass, and I also started listening to the audiobook for All These Worlds by Dennis E. Taylor. It is the third book in the Bobiverse series. So I started that one. I haven't finished it. Again, I kind of put that one down or pressed pause and haven't gotten back to it. I don't know. I've been in kind of a reading slump. I've been watching a little bit more TV lately, just kind of chilling after work. So my goal is to finish Wizard and Glass and also finish the Bobiverse book 3. We'll see how that goes. I'm also hoping to at least start The Stone Sky, which is book 3 in the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. I'm hoping to start it. I don't know if I'll finish it. I might, but June is moving along very fast now, and there's not a whole lot of time left. So we shall see how that goes. But that concludes my May wrap-up and a little glimpse into where I'm at so far for the month of June. And I promised some other randomness. So here you go. If you want to know what's happening on my channel over the next several weeks, couple months, whatever that might be, here is what I've got going on. And I'm going to ask for some feedback at the end on a little idea I had that just kind of trickled into my mind. So stay tuned for that. Okay? I'm going to have a series of videos on book adaptations, such as book adaptations that I would like to see happen, book adaptations that I have enjoyed, and I'm also going to give a spotlight on Sherlock Holmes, both the character and the books and some of my favorite adaptations of Sherlock Holmes. So I hope you'll tune in for that. I'm going to be putting a lot of work and effort into those. So that's going to be coming later down the road. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, click notifications, follow me on social medias to find out more about those videos that are coming down the line, okay? I am also going to be doing an updated bookshelf tour. And I'm probably going to split it into a few different videos because that can take a while to do those bookshelf tours. And I don't want it to be an hour long. So that's coming. So stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments if you're excited about that. I haven't done a bookshelf tour since I very first started the channel, and it's been almost 2 years since I started this channel. So I'm going to be doing an updated bookshelf tour, and I have no doubt that it will be much fun to be had, and I hope you will have it. That sounded weird. Okay. Yeah, so moving on, I am also going to be finally giving you a glimpse into my world, the world of Novera. And that is the multiverse that I am writing, my books that I am writing. So I'll be talking more about that. I'll talk a little bit about Talendor's Guest, which is already published. And I'll also be talking about some of the future projects I have in mind for that. And that about wraps that up. But I have a question for all of you. I have been thinking about doing minute reviews. Like, take for instance Jade City. I might do a video called Jade City in a Minute. You know, and this would be part of the YouTube Shorts program. I haven't really taken advantage of YouTube Shorts as of yet because, you know, I'm a fairly wordy fellow and doing stuff in under a minute seems very challenging. But I am up for the challenge. So if you think that you would find that interesting, I would like to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Find me on social media and tell me all about it. If you're interested in seeing something like that, make sure that you let me know. And I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to do that, but it seemed like an interesting idea to me. So let me know. Coming up the end of this month, I am going to be doing a interview. Well, not really an interview. Coming up the end of this month, I am going to be doing a discussion with Philip Chase and Mike from Mike's Book Reviews and Sarah from Sarah Reads, all about the first 3 books of The Dark Tower. Now, I don't know exactly when it's going to air, but we're having the discussion the end of this month. It will be pre-recorded and then released at some point on Philip's channel. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below so that you can check out Philip's channel. And make sure that you're following him if you don't already. He is an awesome booktuber, and I just get so much value out of his channel and enjoy him immensely. So make sure you check out his channel and look for that video discussion to come in the near future, okay? And I think that about does it. I think I've covered everything. Make sure, most importantly, you guys are reading more books. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chaz, and I'll see you later.